Hi guys, this is Miss Natascha from the Quincy Public Library. Today we're going to explore gas, carbon dioxide by using balloons and an acid and a base. Our acid is going to be our vinegar, our base is going to be our baking soda. So for this project you need 3 water bottles or soda bottles that you've rinsed out. You want to make sure they're the same sizes. These are 20-ounce bottles. Just so that you can see if the experiment works correctly. You're going to need cold tap water, warm tap water. Like I said, you need vinegar, baking soda, balloons, funnels. I got 3 because you're going to use one for your baking soda, and I'm going to use one for the vinegar and one for the waters, just so we can keep them separate. Alka Seltzer, I can't remember if I said that or not. These are just Alka Seltzer tabs you find. And then a spoon. So we're going to explore if we can make our balloons blow up without blowing into them. Some of you have maybe already done this experiment at home. It's a lot of fun. I always enjoy doing it and seeing the reactions. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do one with vinegar and baking soda. We're going to do one with hot water and Alka Seltzer tab, and then cold water and Alka Seltzer tab. So think to yourself right now, and which one do you think is going to blow up the balloon the biggest? And which one do you think is going to blow it up the fastest? Okay, so we're going to get started. We're going to start with the vinegar and baking soda. So we're going to fill our water bottle about a third of the way up. You don't have to fill it all the way up with vinegar. We're going to go about a third. My vinegar is new, so the bottle is really big. I'm hoping not to make a mess all over my desk. This is where the funnel comes in handy because it'll help control it. I'm going to fill it about a third of the way. I'm just going to guess. I'm just going to do them all. I'm going to do it right where it starts to come up here. Okay, so now we're going to fill our balloon about half of the way up with baking soda. So when you put your funnel in, you want to make sure it gets past I kind of like to get it down where it's in the big part of the balloon, so that way we don't get any baking soda on our, I guess the neck of the balloon. Okay, so you can spoon it in or dump it with a funnel. The spoon makes it easy to kind of get it down in there a little bit. Plus you never know if baking soda is going to be clumpy or not. Mine's a little over half full. That's okay. Okay, now this is probably the hardest part of the experiment is we want to get this on the mouth of our soda bottle, but you want to be really careful that we don't dump any of the baking soda in ahead of time. We want to be able to do like one really quick dump. So I kind of take it and stretch out your bottle or the neck of your balloon a little bit here. Then we're going to slip it over. It can be messy. You don't want to spill your vinegar. Oh, that would be gross. Okay, so we have it over the top. It is time for the experiment. Should we do a countdown? Yep. Okay. 5. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dump the vinegar in. There it goes. Ooh. This is really big. This is bigger than I thought it was going to be. And I hope it doesn't pop. There we go. It's a pretty big, impressive balloon. So, please don't pop. This Dodge is just a wee bit nervous, but I think we're good. I think we got it in there. That's a really good sized balloon. So, all right, so let's make note. And I wrote on here our vinegar and baking soda. Our pink, I'll try to use different balloons. That went pretty well. Hopefully it doesn't pop off. Okay, we're gonna put that there. So that went pretty well. So how about we do next, we'll try it with our warm water from the tap, which I have in here so I can keep it warm while I was prepping. And Alka Seltzer. As I said before, we're exploring the sciences that we have our vinegar, which is an acid, and it's going to form with the base, which is our baking soda. And when those combine, it causes that chemical reaction of that carbon, and it needs to expand. So when it mixes, it expands, and that's how it blows up our balloon. So pretty sure I covered that, right? Our carbon dioxide, not just carbon, carbon dioxide. So it needs that room to spread. So since we have the balloon over, it's spreading up into that balloon and expanding it. Now, what is neat about our Alka Seltzer tabs, or what's interesting, is that they already have the acid and the base combined. So they're already combined into this tab, but they don't react until we mix them with water. So we're going to start with our warm water, and we're going to break this up into tiny pieces. You can have an adult do this. If you break it up into tiny pieces, just make sure you wash your hands afterwards. You're not touching your face or your eyes or your mouth or anything like that. So let's break this all up. So break it up into tiny pieces. And oops, let's do blue. Yeah. So I kind of want to use blue for the cold water. So we're going to load this up. We're going to put this one off to the side for the cold. I already have, to save time, I put some Alka Seltzer in our yellow balloon. So how about in the yellow, we're going to do the warm blue just to help with the cold. Remember, cold water. Okay. All right, guys, how many of you think that the hot or warm water and the Alka Seltzer tab will cause a bigger reaction than our vinegar and baking soda? All right, you thinking? All right, so we're going to use this funnel for our water. We're going to fill it the same amount like I did with the vinegar. And again, this is just hot water from the tap. I just ran it a little bit to get it warm. So we got our water in there. I'm going to do the same thing we did earlier with the baking soda balloon. We're going to stretch it a little bit, and then we're going to put it over the top. Try not to spill any of our little pieces in there. All right, count down. Make sure that's on good. I kind of hold on to the balloon when it's blowing up. Just, I don't want it to go pew and pop off. Okay, let's count down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oops, that was a little wah-wah. So there it goes. You can see how it's reacting. Carbon monoxide is filling. The bubbles are going. It's filling up our balloon, not very fast. Not a lot. Give it a little So, not very exciting. Not like our vinegar one, right? That one was way cool. Okay, so that's the hot water and Alka Seltzer. Now, who thinks that the cold water and Alka Seltzer will have a bigger reaction? Yeah, so far I think the vinegar and baking soda has got it. And you can see here, it's still having a little bit of reaction. There's still some bubbles. It's still keeping it pretty blown up there. This one is, it's blown up, but it's not as exciting at all. Let's do our cold water. All right, like I said, we already have the tabs. I already said we put the tabs in. Do a little stretching. Definitely makes it easier when we can stretch it out a little bit beforehand. Okay. All right, guys. Pull that just a little bit. I feel like I had a little too far on there. Okay, ready? Let's count down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's do comparison. It's blown up a little, not a lot. Definitely more of a duo here. Yeah, it's just not. So a little bit, still holding some carbon dioxide, not a lot. It's getting there, not that quick, not that big. So our acid with being the vinegar and our base being the baking soda had the bigger release of the carbon dioxide and a bigger reaction. If you chose that, good for you. But, you know, you practice and you learn. It was a lot of fun. Now, if you guys want to keep exploring, maybe get a punch ball and fill up your bottle a little bit more. Probably a 2-liter bottle I would do. I don't know. I've never tried that. If you guys get really adventurous, if your parents let you get really adventurous and try bigger bottles and bigger balloons, film it and share it with Miss Natascha. Thank you guys so much for joining me today for this fun, easy science experiment with stuff that you could probably have at home. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.